Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hikers and bikers, here is the 2020 Schwinn Boundary mountain bike that I purchased on May 15th and rode for the first time on May 16th. So this is the exact 2-month review of my bike. Let me tell you that I put on the back fender, that cost about $8 on Amazon, because it matched the color code of the bike. There's a $5 bell on the handlebars. There's a gel seat cover and a water bottle. And those are the only items that are not stock. Okay, how did I like it when I first got it? I didn't. When I first got it, the headset was loose. I had to have that tightened up at the bike shop. When I used the brakes, I pretty much had to squeeze all the way down to the handlebars for anything to happen. It would only shift through 2 gears, so I had the bike shop adjust the shifting, and there was a clunking sound down here in the crankshaft, which I also had a bike shop rectify. So, how do I like the bike now? I love the bike now. Would I recommend it to somebody else? Yes, I would recommend that you get it from Walmart, because that's the only place that sells it, and take it directly to a bike shop to have them work on the brakes, the crank, the shifting, and have it completely checked over. Because once I had those things done, everything was beautiful. It shifts perfectly now. The brakes, I don't have to squeeze them anywhere near down towards the handlebar. What do I like about the bike? I like these big 29 by 2.25 inch tires. I like this tapered headset that's humongous and looks like it can absolutely take a beating, and it has. I like these forks. I had no idea before I bought a bike what a 1x drivetrain was. And be very honest with you, when I got the bike home and I found out it only had 7 speeds, I was disappointed. But now, after riding a 1x, I have found out that I do not need 21 gears, and it's much more simple for me just to use the 7 gears that I have. This bike has disc brakes. This bike has a solid aluminum frame. This bike basically has everything that I was looking for in a much more expensive bike at my local bike shop, but the local bike shop was sold out. So I had to go to Walmart, and this was the only bike left. And I couldn't even get one at my local Walmart. I had to go to a different Walmart. So for $248, I bought this bike. And for less than $100, I had the brakes, the crank, the shifter, and a few other things straightened out at the local bike shop, and it runs like a dream. I love it. I ride it almost every day. Would I recommend it to somebody else? I would highly recommend it. But with that one caveat, you take it to a bike shop and you have them go over it to make sure it's ready to ride. So, in summary, when I first bought it and I rode it right out of the store, I thought it was horrible. It was like, I need to take this thing back. But if I took it back, there wouldn't be any bike for me to ride. So I hung on to it, and I am sure glad that I did. I've taken it through rock trails. I've taken it through root trails. I've ridden it under any kind of conditions imaginable, but I did not do any jumping and I did not do any drops. But everything else, this bike comes through with flying colors, and I love it. So that's the 2-month review of the 2020 Schwinn Boundary. Happy trails to all.